All right, guys, we're back again. Today we're going to be working on this 2014 Honda Accord EXL. Okay, and as you guys can see, this fender right here, this fender is smashed in, and I'm going to try and take off the fender, bump out where it's has been bumped in or smashed in, and let's see if we can put this back together looking better. Let's go. First thing I'm going to do is, when you look at your tire, or near your tire right in here, there is a Phillips screw that needs to come out. That's the very first thing I'm going to do. Take that out. If the tire is in your way, you can just start the car and turn the tire the opposite way. But for me, I think I'm good. I think I can do this just the way it is. Next thing we have to do, go underneath the fender, and be careful, but you have to pull this. Pull. It'll come off real easy, very simple. Now, inside of here, there are two bolts that have to come off. Let's see if I can show you. 1, 2. Both of those bolts have to come off, and they both should be 10mm bolts. So I'm gonna work on that. I took the first bolt out, 10mm. Now you gotta take the second one out, same thing. Let me see if I can show you guys. Just turn it. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey when you're working on it. Now that we have those 2mm bolts removed from inside, next thing to do is to look around your fender and look for push pins. And the only push pins I see are over here. 1, 2, 3. You can try to get it out with a flathead screwdriver. Try to pry it out. Be very careful, because these are pretty sensitive and can break. But if they break, I mean, they should only cost maybe $1 or $2, a few dollars, okay, to replace them. But you have to take these push pins out. So we're gonna work on that now. Okay, so I took the first 2 push pins out. The last one is here. I actually want to show you guys what I'm doing. Unfortunately, I don't have the correct tool to get it out with, so I'm using some scissors. All right, I'm gonna take the scissors and put it right here in the middle, and I'm going to push it in. That'll give me a little leverage to be able to move it around so I can get something underneath it, like a flathead. The flathead can go underneath here just like that, okay? Just be real careful with what you're doing. The next step of what I want to do is, I have this here, this little piece here, which I'm going to put in between here. But first I gotta get more of a leverage. So let me see if I can put this down so I can do this. See if I can catch this. Okay, so I go like this. Try to get a leverage underneath it. Try to get some wiggle room to get underneath the push pin. I wanted you guys to see this. Sometimes you're not going to always have the correct. Whoops. Sometimes you're not always going to have the correct tools to do it. But it's like a math problem. You just got to get it done. You got to keep working with it until you can figure out what's what. Okay, go like this. Put this underneath here, underneath the push pin. Try not to damage your car or the outer body of your car as you're doing it. Almost. There it is. All right, so that's underneath there. So you guys can see that. See? Now, just keep wiggling with it and playing with it until it come off. It'll pop, should pop right out. Should pop right out. It's, of course, it's easier to do with two hands, but since one hand's holding the phone, okay, see, that's it. It came right out. And here is the push pin. All right. Now, nothing's damaged on the push pin. As you can see, everything is still in place. So when you do get ready to put these back in here, it should be fine. Should be absolutely fine. Put it back in there and give it a little tug, a little push. You know, it'll be fine. Okay. Before I continue, let me just correct myself. I know I said there were 3 push pins on this side. There's actually a spot for a, where'd it go? Right here. There's actually a spot. You guys can see that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right? Not that way. Where is it? Anyway, there is a spot right here for the push pin. Right here. But my push pin that was in there must have came out, which means I need to get another one. Right there's a spot for a push pin. All right. Just want you guys to know that. There's 4 push pins on the 2014 Honda Accord EXL. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I find any more, I'll let you guys know. Underneath the car, we found another push pin that has to come off right here. This push pin has to come off. Once I took that push pin out, right there, guys, I took it out. You can see that this opens up everything. Helps you to get this off. Okay, great. After you take that off, guys, you take that push pin out. This 10mm right here has to come off. All right. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Whoops, sorry. I'll let you guys see this while I'm working on it. You can already see how this is all loosening up. This whole fender is loosening up. So, you know, it's really not hard to do this stuff, guys. Just gotta have the time to do it, and hopefully some nice warm weather like we're having today. See, comes right off. Simple. And then this whole thing, let's see here, start to move even more. All right, it's gonna loosen everything up. Next, we're gonna open the door. Well, I guess I gotta unlock it first. Like I was trying to say, you wanna open the door, and inside here is a 10mm bolt that has to come off. Let's do it. Next, we have to remove this clip here. All right. It's still push pins. They're all push pins. It's just a different size. This 10mm bolt has to be removed. You have two clips right here. 1, 2. They have to come off. And when you take these 2 clips off, behind here you will see another 10mm bolt that has to come off as well. Okay. Yes, guys, my hands is definitely a little ashy. Forgive me. It's cold. A little, you know, the weather, you know, this is what it is. And you already see I took this clip off. I took these 2 clips off, and now I'm just removing this last one, this last 10mm. Okay, guys, there it is. That's the 10mm that has to come off. Let's get that off. Okay, guys. Next thing we're gonna do, we're ready to take this bumper off. After you take this piece or peel this piece back, okay. Now we're ready to take the bumper off. Now let's see how this works. Never did it before, but we're about to find out. All the screws are off. Let's see what happens. Try not to scratch it off. It's not that bad. Oh, it's simple. Simple, guys. Wow. Simple. Not bad at all. Not bad. Oh, you find a lot of junk in here, that's for sure. Alright. A lot of junk inside there. But basically what we're going to do is, I took it off because, as you can see, we have this dent in here. I'm going to try to see if I can get that dent out. Let me see if I can pop it out, see what happens, see what's the best we can do with this thing. All right, let's go. So I guess to say there's definitely no turning back now. It's either do or do. So let's get it done. Let's see what we can do with this thing, guys. Okay guys, believe it or not, I've already got a lot of the dent, the major, big, huge dent I got out of it. All right, and I'm simply using a blow dryer, and I'm trying to get as much of the dents out as possible. So it's not perfect, guys, and I don't have necessarily all the tools that you know, if you went to your repair shop would have. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this looks 70% better than what I had on my car before, and I'm still working on it. Let's go. All right, guys, that's pretty much the best that I could do. I got out as much as the bumps as I could, and now it's time to put everything back together. All right, so we finished, we put everything back together, and this is the finished product, guys. Is it perfect? No. Is it better than what it was before? Absolutely. Absolutely better. So we'll take it.